Well, salutations, my friend. What's a crack-a-lackin' again? It has been a bit of time. The crack has been busy doing stuff, unfortunately, but he is happy to be back, ready to enjoy the fun with all of you, ready to enjoy the pain that is his death at a multiple of goes at Path of Exile 2. Would you believe that I've enjoyed this so much, this Path of Exile 2 go, that I'm actually at a higher level now, this time, than I was on my base one. Ducky. Unbelievable. Well, thank you so much for that. We'll have to give Benekage a nice old thanks the next time we're ended up talking to them. I wasn't expecting that. Beautiful to end up having. Thank you, all of you, for ended up having for that. Anyways, that's a nice surprise to start things off. I'm lost for words. I'm literally lost for words. I don't know what to say. But it's a pleasure to end up seeing it, and thank you all so much. I know there's a first time for everything. Would you believe it? I know. It's mainly because I'm in the interlude in Path of Exile, which means I have no idea what the hell I'm at. But we'll end up continuing on with this anyway, and you can see whether or not I end up living or dying. But with all that being said, and a nice surprise at a sub to end up having, I got through the boss fight that I was having trouble with the last time, and I'm continuing on now. This build, funnily enough, nukes bosses, but has a horrible time with common mercs. So we'll see.
At this time of year,
I have to say, honestly, I've been doing particularly well. I do have one issue. A while ago, I ended up having an injury in my hand, where a numbness was going from my finger down my elbow like that, and we're getting it checked out. Just this particular week, the entirety of the left-hand side of the right-hand side of my left hand has been numb, and it still is today. But at the end of the day, it's all fine. Yeah, it supposedly I have a compression here in my actual elbow that's compressing the whatever nerve that ends up connecting up there. So I'm probably going to need to get a surgery for it, but that's future Crack's problem, and we'll sort it out then. For now, though, everything is fairly fine, other than that numbness. But in general, it'll all be grand.
No. Yes, I am this year in the sit there, the same.
It is weird seeing these guys on land, considering 90% of the time that we've met them in their actual act, they were on the moving vessel.
This exists. My attempt at unification, the gifting of water is, it takes, if I am, the fact that they, long ago,
yeah.
The bounty of the land.
Are you like one of the multitude of other people that are out there, Senior Duck, playing EAFC 26 today? Opening your packs and enjoying the crack as it ends up coming to that, to get all of the players that you wish to end up having, being one of the first people to end up getting a player over an 85 and enjoying it without spending your life in order to try and find it. Enter and a couple of people of his fine community have purchased the game, and they're doing that at the current moment in time as well. I would be tempted to purchase that game. I outright refuse to purchase the Digital Deluxe Edition, which is what everyone has purchased today in order to get to play the game, either today or tomorrow. I outright refuse to do so. I am not spending 99 quid on that goddamn colossal bug mess of a game. Well, not happily, but I would spend the 60 quid on it. But hey, that's not how EA wanted to set things up. So for now, I'll continue with Path of Exiles. I was thinking of doing FM, but I forgot where I had saved on the FM save. and I have a lot of pre-season stuff I need to do with that Real Madrid save, and I don't think anyone wants to sit there while I spend 4 hours doing pre-season stuff in order to set ourselves up for the actual save. So for now, we'll just ignore the FM, and I might go back to it later on. Who knows? We might, by the time I'm ready to go back to FM, it might be FM 26 that we start. Yeah. So the one good thing about this build in this particular save is that it just blows everything up. So the hammer down, blow that up, and then you just go hammer. And like we end up having our own little guardians that end up doing damage. My big problem is I'm squishy as hell. So like everything, if it's in the vicinity, ends up dying. If I need to set up the fire, so if I need to do that and get it actually running, I'm so squishy that if they hit me, I'm pretty much dead. And that has been the problem with mooks. Because you'll walk through here, everything will be grand, and then you'll end up meeting a mook unexpectedly, and then you'll just die. It is a particular problem on areas where there are tight corridors, where you can just get swarmed by a load of people at once and you're not able to kill them fast enough. Thankfully, in big areas like this particular area, typically, I'm sound. Because you're generating enough damage in order to refill your healing flasks anyway. So, you know, everything is fairly good. But have you been playing much yourself, Senior Duck? What's the crack been going on anyway? Has your FM say has been going grand? Have you parlayed into one of the previous FMs like you were considering? I think you were saying you were going back to FM 11 for a bit, was it? While you were at it. Into Season 3 of the Japanese Tier 7. Interesting. Now, is that a database you needed to download? Or is Tier 7 of Japan actually in the game? Still holidaying at FM 11. How's that going? Because I know they're talking about... Yeah, that's what I figured. I know they're talking at the moment about all of the regions that are going to be in FM 26. And supposedly, and I don't know the previous FMs, so I haven't a goddamn clue how accurate this is. Supposedly, FM 26 is meant to have the most amount of regions in any game in years and years and years and years and years. It's meant to have the most amount of regions in bonkers years. Now, an awful lot of that has to do with the fact that supposedly the Women's League counts as different regions, which, fine. I actually don't have a problem with that. Because my one big worry when it came down to the Women's League was that they were just going to throw the women in with the men, and eventually people would end up doing it that way. I do wonder whether or not they're going to be counted as completely different assets, and as a result of which you can't merge the leagues at all. Because I know there's going to be some people that want to end up merging them. Who knows? But I will say, even though they're not releasing new information, which is kind of the thing that's bothering me a bit, they are at least being communicative and trying to make it sell the game. So there's that, I suppose. Will you be getting 26 day one, or will you bother? Technically speaking, I have already purchased 26. I bought it on Humble Bundle, which ended up giving it to me on Steam. But I'm actually semi-tempted to go back about that and refund that game and attempt to buy it on Epic. Because one of the things I noticed about the current FM is oftentimes I will put FM on while playing something else. Which I know sounds daft, but there's an awful lot of downtime in FM, especially with the way that I play it, where you technically can play 2 games at one time, and as a result of which, it's nice to be able to open up 2 games on Steam at one go and it not completely destroy your computer, you know, through Epic and then through Steam. So I'm tempted to do it that way, but I don't know. Someone gifted a load of subs from my... Oh. Someone I gifted a load of subs to for a birthday stream gifted it to me. Happy out! Well, congratulations to that one. I'm glad to hear that the love has been returned back to you, my friend. I'm significantly too cheap to do something like that. So it's nice to hear that there's genuinely sound people on the internet that aren't as notoriously cheap as my sorrowful ass is. Which begs the question, why are you here and not to them? But that's but that's a different discussion, I'm sure. I was gonna wait until the sale before buying otherwise. Oh, you are listening to them as well. Ah, okay. You're double picking at the moment. I don't blame you a goddamn bit. I'm in 3 streams. Not too bad. Well, it's only fair. It's only fair that you end up mentioning the streams that you're in, and let the crack feel jealous about who is taking your attention away from him. As I'm playing a game you have absolutely no interest in watching. Benny, my friend, thank you so much. You are a genuine gent and a scholar, and only fair that we end up doing this now, especially since you ended up giving a sub to Senior Ducky Poo as well. You have made me stop the gameplay in order to actually do something semi-decent. At some point, I will customize all of them stuff to do something grand. Like, I might change the sub alert to "Congratulations, you have entered the land of Miles Lewis Kelly." You bet me to it. Thank you so much, Duck. Why? What's off with that clip, Senior Benny, if you don't mind me asking? Sounds like an interesting clip. Back in the days of your unretirement. Back in the days when you actually ended up having influence on the internet. How is work treating you, by the way, Senior Benny? Is it going well? Have you another 2 hours to go, or what's the crack there? Cool, look at that. That clip was my very last cast. The co-commenter hated how NY Philly said mozzarella. How did I pronounce it? Did I pronounce it anyways accurate to you being happy? Mozzarella. Oh, is that a no to pronouncing it good or pronouncing it bad? Because with you, it's hard to know whether or not you're going the grammatically correct way. I mean, you don't even know that MLS means Miles Lewis Kelly. I mean, at the end of the day, Doc, it doesn't really matter. The clips should still, well, I think the clips should still end up working. That's not built off of the same system. The cooldown there is for the AI roundup of what someone's channel is about. So if you wanted to do a shout out to someone that actually has clips, it will showcase the clips. It just won't do the AI roundup of what their channel is about. Even though that is an awesome little addition, it's just I can't be arsed spending the 9 quid on it. Oh, I didn't know you could shout yourself out. I apologize for everyone that's after having this horrific display. This normally isn't a horror stream, but you know, you get to experience horror now, although you're experiencing horror every time you sign in to listen to me as well, so you know, you choose your own fate. Well, your curiosity has been fulfilled, my friend. Clips are showcased. So what this basically ends up meaning is you're going to need a clip an awful lot more, Senior Duck, so that we know that they pop up whenever you feel scrum-diddly-umptious and want to shout out myself. Although I wonder if it actually puts the follow button up at the top when you've done that. I can't see the follow button because I'm the one broadcasting. So that would be a funny little inclusion too to it if it did that. Ooh, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. We want to kill the meat scalp.
Face me.
I basically, one of the abilities I have here, as you can see, basically makes me into Titan Hulk. It's actually really cool. I like this build quite a significant bit. We pretty much have it maximized now, so most of the stuff we end up adding to it is basically just to make it a wee bit stronger in terms of the damage it outputs. But it is a pretty broken build, thankfully. Like, my ADHD ends up working on this game. I have to fill out the map, which is one of the problems with these bigger maps, because I just end up rolling around, not killing stuff, trying to fill out the map.
Destruction.
We have another rare, so that's not too bad. So, in your Japanese save at the moment, which club is it that you're playing, Senior Duck? And how has your third season been going? Like, did you start lower than Tier 7, or is Tier 7 where you currently are on that save? We have another checkpoint here, so there's another area out here. Oh no, this looks like it's going to be a boss. Okay, in we go. Ooh, a sandworm. And a second sandworm. Okay. So we have a scorpion and a worm that we're going to have to try and kill. This is going to be interesting. I might need a bit of luck on this one, my friends. Okay, so the worm will pop out immediately there. And then the scorpion will come around that way. Cool. Now, one of the things I probably need is... yeah, I probably need poison resistance for this. What has me so badly slowed down? Interesting. I'm not sure what's slowing me down here, because I'm not frozen. Oh, I'm in quicksand, that's why. Okay, that's the first time I have seen this particular status effect. I have never seen this before. This is a really interesting status effect. That is a fascinating, fascinating status effect. Yeah, that is a fascinating status effect that it actually puts you into the ground. Like, just throws you into quicksand. I actually love that status effect. That's the first time I've seen that, but that is an awesome status effect.
I've faced down worse than you.
Tokyo Shikoden starting the 7th tier is the lowest I could find. We're the first ever Emperor Cups winners. Interesting! That's a nice little result to end up having, isn't it? Oh, come on. How did they... Yeah, I was gonna say... How did we miss... Ah, whatever. $19.21. You're going back as far as Benny ends up going back in his out of the park baseball games. At least I think it's that far. Maybe it's farther.
I've faced down worse than you. I need more time.
is there. At this point, I'm just tanking the hits, and this is daft, but I mean, it seems to be working.
I'm not ready.
Like, if we can get rid of the scorpion first, I think that gets rid of most of our problems, because then we can just hunt the snake as much as we can and try and beat the crap out of him, or the worm. Well, or we can do both at the same time if it works. Now, I will say, I call it a little bit of bullshit that we can't. I was gonna say, I call it a little bit of bullshit that he didn't get stunned faster. He should have definitely got stunned there. Its bar got stuck at the top point there. Okay. So I am being bonkersly stubborn on this, but still.
I've faced down worse than you.
No one ever called me a smart individual. Okay, and then we go into this. We do maximum mounted. Okay. See, I can get the sandworm down quite a significant amount if we just ignore everything else and hope that we can tank long enough to do it and get him down past at least a fifth of his health.
I've faced down worse than you.
Okay. And we go again. Now, let's see. The worm comes out immediately, blow it up, and then set up our totems to do the maximum amount of damage there. Okay, that time... The scorpion ended up hitting me too hard. Okay, so... maybe we're better doing it like this. Nope, not when he blocks out the move. Yeah. The one problem with this particular ability is the hammer that we end up throwing down only goes off when we end up doing our shout. If the shout is interrupted, it means we go a full almost 14 seconds without this. And you'd be surprised the amount of damage. Well, you wouldn't, but it does an insane amount of damage, that, because obviously every time I slam down then with just that, it kind of keels itself up again. Down again and blow up. Okay, he's gone out of the way and now he's gone over to there. He's still in our range. Ah, horseshit. I call it horse on that one because I have this ability, which knocks him on his ass. And I was pressing it and it just didn't register it.
I've faced down worse than you.
It's another weird one because we had the hammer down and the shout didn't activate it. This is where the stubbornness of Craic comes into play, because my arse will go through this consistently until I get it. Although, to be honest, I should be paying better attention because I'm just causing myself issues here. Oh, well, in this case, the hammer was too far away. Captain, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin' the good man himself? Let's just give you a shout-out. It is a happy Thursday. I'm enjoying the crack. More happy that you're here now, my friend. Just playing a bit of Path of Exiles 2, the third Edict. Enjoying this particular save now myself. I'm doing a Warriors run this time, which is 10 if not 20 times more busted than my original Witch run that I was doing. I say that as I'm getting my ass killed over 10 ways to Sunday by this bloody worm and scorpion. But, you know, just because I'm bad at the game doesn't mean that the build isn't stronger.
Face down worse than you. I need more time.
Okay, and that done that. Cool. I can now do this, which allows me to do... Slam it, for fuck's sake! No, it's not crazy. This actually would be one of the, not simpler, but it wouldn't be a particularly crazy boss fight. The actual big problem with this boss fight is the fact that there's two of them more than anything else. And they seem to have a level of resistance that I'm not used to coming up with. Like, normally I could just go and bang, bang, and you can see what's happening here. His health is going down quite significantly. The major problem is both of them are armor piercing, and my build is armor. Now, with that being said, I'm squishy at the best of times. And the way I end up going is I slam this down and do that, which allows this to come up. Then my totems fire it up a good bit like that, and then it pierces through them. Typically, this is fine. But funnily enough, they're armor, which means that doesn't do as much damage as it normally would do. Normally it cakes down through them. What's worse then is that worm goes in, and when the worm ends up bending down, it does no damage. And the scorpion is kind of causing the damage to go more AoE than targeted, if you get what I mean by that. So, you know, you enjoy it. Let us know, Senior Duck. What about yourself, Captain? How's the life been treating you? Are you doing anything exciting today yourself? Have you been streaming, or are you going to end up streaming more in the next wee bit? Are you getting yourself set up for tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday drink along. Where'd he go? Oh yeah, and there's this. Unfortunately, one of the two guys has the ability to sink you into the ground, which slows your movement massively and seems to affect my actual ability to slam him significantly as well. So there's that. I think it's the worm that's doing that. I'm not sure which. Not too bad. What's being added to the game on this upgrade? Is there any new characters being put in? Is it just a typical map, or is it just a regular update? Yer Moyes would have been sacked. He won the league with Villa. Interesting. Not too bad. Noise of that. I will say, in a football turn of view, it is fascinating to see Jose Mourinho going back to Benfica. We won't comment on that run. Thank you, Captain. Ah, God. I love the Ishka. I love water. I mean, I love whiskey just as much, but to be honest, there's a reason I don't drink it as much as I used to. Okay, so which move is it that's doing that? Because I need to figure out what it is that's putting me into the ground. Oh, it's him, okay? So he creates little bloody turns that slams you into it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. slam that down. Okay, get out of the way. Slam it down. Oh, come on! Now the game is just being a dick. Okay, so it's taking forever to what? Okay. I drank a lot of whiskey in my teens and it put me off for life. White rum too. Well, Captain, I believe I've mentioned this in your stream before, but my oldie but goodie is Captain Morgan mixed with whiskey, so whiskey mixed with spiced rum, known as a Dark Destroyer. Kills the brain cells of every single follicle of your mind. Surprisingly gorgeous, but also has one hell of a whiplash. I've had so many people try to physically fight me for introducing them to that drink. It's like, it's something everyone should try at least once in their life, because it's an interesting combination. Because what ends up happening is, if you don't like the smell of whiskey, the rum masks the smell of the whiskey. And if you don't like the back taste of whiskey, the rum also hides the back taste until it doesn't. Because you feel the burn go the whole way down you, but you don't feel it in your throat because it's literally gone down the entirety of your esophagus. So you feel like you're warming up your stomach. It almost feels like you're ingesting fire.
I'm face down worse than you.
And yes, before you ask, Captain, I have been diagnosed to see whether or not I am certifiably insane. I barely missed the threshold, but I'm not insane, thankfully. As for the people that watch the stream, that's an entirely different kettle of fish, but hey.
I'm face down worse than you. I can't yet.
Oh, come on, move your dopey ass. Okay. This is actually bothering me a bit because I don't know what's... It has to be one of the two of them. And I don't know which one of them is doing it because that debuff is so bonkersly strong against this build. It's not even funny.
I need more time. I need more time. Crush them!
Like, it's after happening again. It's so bonkersly strong against this build. I mean, it seems like it would be bonkersly strong against any build, to be honest, but it destroys this build. I think you said before it's vodka you're on now most of the ship nights on the Fridays, right? Or have you changed that over to something else? Niger, interesting. In real life, that was Spain? No, who won it in 2014 in real life? I can't even begin to remember. Come on, game, Christ. Play by some fair rules and let me roll. What's the drink you normally end up having when you end up doing the party bus? It's vodka, isn't it?
I need more time.
Ah. You're pulling the piss a bit now, game. So we need to do this first. Okay, right now, I need to go about this differently to how I'd normally go. Normally, I would do the maximum amount of damage possible by hitting them myself. It doesn't seem like that's going to be an option. It looks like my only option is to stay out of the way, throw the hammer down to where the rough vicinity is. Do that, and then put out the totems. That will mean that will continue to blast out. and it'll do the maximum amount of damage to them that I'm currently able. Oh my god. Not too bad! Which monster are you going for lately? My favorite monster at the moment is the kind of darkish pink one. It's not the peachy keen one, but it's a newish one. Has kind of reddish tint going through it. It's gorgeous. It is that or the white monster. I only drink monster that's zero sugar because I drink significantly too much. So I need to draw a line somewhere. And unfortunately, I'm a bit of a caffeine addict, so it's not going to be on actually stopping the monster itself. Oh, come on. Zoom in. Okay, whatever. Out of the way, out of the way. That. Again, I'm after going down into the bloody dirt. I have no idea what's caused it. Where are you landing? Okay, there this time. Doing grand this time. Just keep a wee bit of distance on us and keep doing this. The worm, we might be able to get the worm out of the way first. Oh god damn it. I'm on the wrong spot. Out of the way, out of the way. On, move, 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 move. Okay, so we're out of healing potions, so we're a bit fucked. We need the worm to die. We need the worm to die. Please, you rat bastard, we're out of health. Almost dead. Come on!
I'm not ready.
Come on, he has to die on that one. Dead? He's dead. Good. So now we only have the scorpion left, which in theory could make this acceptable if we get out of the goddamn ground! Okay, right, we have time now. Just run away and let her health heal, because we have time. And again! Okay, just wait, he'll heal. I don't care that I'm cheesing this. I genuinely don't care that I'm cheesing this. I'm going to be an ass and cheese this. It must be these seismic baskets. Baskets, crap baskets, crap baskets. Baskets! At least that's doing something in terms of damage to him. I'm beyond fucked. Beyond fucked. Beyond fucked! Out of the way! No! I'm being such a fancy bitch about this.
Crush them!
Come on, out of the way, please. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Thank you.
I can't hit.
Somehow I'm not dead yet. Oh, I do not deserve this. And oh, if I get it. If I beat this fucker, I don't deserve it at all.
I need more time.
Any damage to him? I'm not sure we are.
I need more time.
I think we kind of need to lure him into the fire more than anything else. Doing that is dead. Doing that. Oh, come on, roll, 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 roll! Oh, crikey! Yep. God damn it! That one hurts. Oh, that one actually hurts. Okay, fine. We'll focus on trying to kill the scorpion first.
I face down worse than you. I'm not ready. Crush them!
I don't know if there is a way for me to focus on killing the scorpion first.
I'm not ready.
I just kind of hope the scorpion gets into the position that I need to in order for him to die first.
I can't hit.
Does this work, by the way? Does me bringing him out here work? I mean, it seems to. Interesting. See if that works. I mean, the snake is going to be there trying to kick our ass 10 ways to Sunday, but we'll see. So if I come like this and then immediately come back, he'll do that. We'll do this, and then I'll blow that up.
I'm not ready.
Is it working? I'm not sure yet. Okay, so it's definitely the scorpion that's doing the holes, because it's even doing the holes out here where there wasn't any holes beforehand. So that's fun. It's the scorpion that causes the problems. Fun. I don't think there's a resistance I can put on myself that helps with that. don't think there's a resistance I can put on that. I think it is just pray.
I need more time. I've faced down worse than you.
Come on, fuck you, you cunt! Oh, that's the game cheating again. Like, come on! At least be fair in your bullshit. He's gonna move. The scorpion is still there. Why aren't you doing any damage to the goddamn scorpion? Or whatever, if the scorpion's not moving, fucking move. We'll deal with him afterwards. The scorpion got locked in his tail, so that means that I'm just up against the worm at the moment. Maybe doing this will end up.
I'm not ready.
But if it's bugged now and I can't kill, I was gonna say, eventually he'll get free, okay? So that's kind of unfortunate because the sandworm could have been dead. Probably should have been dead before this. Dead. Okay, so I almost got away with the cheese there to get rid of the scorpion out of the equation for it because it got locked in the snake's tail, but even that didn't matter. Worm's tail.
I've faced down worse than you.
Crikey. Okay. My stubborn ass ain't leaving here until I finish it.
I've faced down worse than you.
So that means you're doing a big move. Sting has to do something. Oh, what a fucking fucking debuff.
I've faced down worse than you.
Well, then you're feeling like I do with this boss. Why? What happened to you, Benny? You don't mind me asking? You don't mind telling? Feel free to ignore that question, by the way, if you don't want to. Are you annoyed that Mourinho ended up joining Benfica because you figured he might end up joining West Ham? Because I'd be annoyed about that if I was you. Oh. I hope it all sorts itself out, my friend. I'm sorry to hear that. People are being judgmental. I hope it's not too bad. I hope it's able to be sorted out and everything ends up being grand and it's not anyone too... I'm sorry to hear that. The good thing to remember when it comes down to situations like that is they don't define you, and things will end up improving as time goes on. And, of course, above all else, Benny, is to remember the one certifiable truth in life, okay? You may have friends, you may lose friends, but you will always have the certifiable truth that in life, the one true meaning is, of course, that I am. Ooh, crap. I should fix that. Why is it broken? Weird. Okay, weird. Oh, okay, that's why. No, that's calling it a break. Cool. Fixed now. Happy out. Yes. Yeah, I needed to fix it. There was an issue happening with Benny. And I don't do technical difficulties with any grace, I do them wonderfully. You know, like when I end up stating a certifiable fact, you know, it needs to be showcased on the stream multiple times. Like this. But if you want to talk about it, my friend, feel free to do so. Whenever you finish work, if you want to. Let me know if it's any time in the next wee bit. I could jump on to peek with you. I don't have a setup for it, so everyone here will just be getting peeked on the wrong layout, because I was meant to do it for when myself and Benny were meant to be playing, but I didn't actually do it. So if you don't mind that, and you just fucking end up watching that, then I can do that with you. Or something of that description. But yeah, just remember that everything is good, everything is grand, and your life isn't as bad as it could be. You could be like me. You could be a Manchester United fan. You know, whatever about losing friends, at least you haven't lost your sanity supporting our bunch of shitholes. Why do you think I'm going in, bashing my head against the wall against a snake and a fucking scorpion? Oh, suck a duck in a half basket. Well, no, I'll ban you in a second. Thank you, sure, duck. You earn a scholar. Hey! Fuck off, game. You know you're just trying to piss me off.
Face down worse than you. I need more time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Pretty much. Anyway, what can you do?
I'm not ready.
Just adults be adults, fuckers. That's all they need to worry about. Too much badness in the world, not worrying about shites like age.
I need more time. I'm not ready.
Scorpion. I'm gonna kill him first. Then he's the one causing problems. The fucking hammer move, for Christ's sake, I pressed the button. Now you're actually pissing me off. Do the moves I'm telling you to fucking do. Hit the fucking ground.
I need more time.
Yes, we've done. Look at the damage. We've 100,000 done to the Scorpion. Please stick in the blades and kill the bastard. He was stuck. Fuck. That was my best bet of beating that fucking boss.
I've faced down worse than you. I'm not ready. I need more time.
Yep, and now I'm in the middle of the dirt, so I'm not able to do a goddamn fucking thing. You game. Move as slow as fucking molasses, why don't you? Fucking Scorpion. Don't attack the Scorpion. Ah! Anyways, Benny, if it makes you feel any better, at least you're in the stream here with the crack. The crack is always 90. So, be the good times and the bad, the crack will always be there for you.
Great flame.
It's the reason why it's so fucking addicting.
I need more time.
Stun the fucker! Come on! Why would it do what bloody it's meant to? Why would the game follow its own goddamn rules? Why would it do that?
I'm not ready.
Why would it follow its own fucking rules? Boss is making me irrationally angry.
Worse than you. I need more time.
Go on, kill me. Go on, kill me. Go on. You wanna know what's really annoying about that? This fucking thing is meant to get rid. It's meant to get rid of your goddamn status effects. Hi, Captain. You're over on Kick as well. It's a pleasure to have you, my friend. Yeah, trying to get the growth over here as well. It hasn't been going great at the moment, but 12 followers is better than none, so... It's lovely that your Gengar emotes are working over here as well. I actually have to figure out how to get my emotes over onto Kick. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. It pretty much is a rip-off of Doom, to be honest, Doug. At this point. This area definitely is, anyway.
Face down worse than you.
That run away. And I'm in the ground again. I didn't even move. There's no reason why I should have been in the ground there. Like, I didn't hit one of the worm's fucking sinkholes.
Destruction!
It'd be nice if it played by its own rules. Nice if it played by its own rules. It meant to go into it when I end up hitting a sinkhole. Just randomly, the bastard can put me in the ground. Yeah, I am getting irrationally angry against this.
I'll face down worse than you.
It's like if it was a move like that, me getting hit by the move, I would be perfectly understandable, but it's not. And there's sinkholes that appear, yes, but I'm not near the bloody sinkholes. Like, I wasn't near a sinkhole there. Why am I in the goddamn ground? There's a sinkhole. That makes sense. There's a sinkhole. That makes sense. There wasn't a goddamn sinkhole where I was. What is causing this?
I'm not ready.
Whatever. To get over this boss, I'll be happy because it's literal bullshit. This is the first boss that has felt unfair. All of the other bosses have their hard moments. This literally feels unfair. Ever. You keep me in the ground for fucking ever. Oh my god. The irrationality of this is next level bullshit.
I need more time.
There's no point in me going into level 5s.
than you. I'm not ready.
Damage than it was before. Again, what put me into the fucking ground there? I didn't hit a quicksand.
I've faced down worse than you.
I'm in the ground again. I'm in the ground again. How? Thank you so much for the follow-on pick. Yeah, make my 12 up to 13, I think. Every little bit matters in this game of life, my friends. We begin to talk about how that literally snapped. Like, we begin to talk about how that literally snapped to me instead of following the proper procedures. That literally snapped in order to hit me. Oh, whatever. I'm literally just being a cantankerous arse now.
Crush them!
I'm being unnecessarily bloody, not cruel, but unnecessarily bloody flippant. Running around this fucking thing like a twit. Slamming it in, letting it blast, and then running around the bloody thing. Like, I'm probably better doing that at this point in time, even though it's not doing the damage, and there's certain times when it's in the goddamn fire that it's not doing the right amount of damage.
I've faced down worse than you. I can't yet. I'm not ready.
Damn. Like, why is it doing 1,000 damage? Where it was doing 30 before. What the fuck is going on? I think when the Scorpion does these diving moves, it's unfortunately immune to damage.
I need more time.
I heard it. just crashed. Game just crashed. Yep, game just crashed. Wonderful. Give us a second. I haven't an alert command set up for kick yet, Duck, but yeah. Yeah, this boss fight is just doing everything it can to piss me off, including crashing the motherfucking game. And the really annoying thing about this isn't even the fact that it crashed the game. What's really annoying about this is the minute I click this, it's going to go back into that boss fight, okay? And it's going to give the boss an action before it gives me an action. And the reason I know this is this isn't the first time this has happened to me. That's the first time it's happened to me on this boss. This isn't the first time this has happened to me. So I need to roll like a motherfucker and hope I get out of the way. But here's the spoiler. I'm not going to get out of the way. If you hear the clicking, it's because I'm going wild on this goddamn mouse. Oh, would you look at that? Managed to get out of the way. There's a first time for everything in this goddamn game. But, as you also see, it emptied my motherfucking flask! There's always something. There's always something. God damn it.
I've faced down worse than you.
I'm in the dirt again, am I? Yep. Really wish I knew how that debuff worked. I really wish I knew how that debuff worked. Genuinely, because it's pissing me off. I don't care that it's doing it. I wish it just followed the same rules as all of the other debuffs happened. Like, I don't see the time for it or anything. Like, I don't see the timing for it or anything. One of the funniest things I seen when the game crashed was a World of Warcraft stream where they were flying on the moment of the game. Yeah, I think you've showed that to me before. You've linked to that clip before where the person ended up finding out that was going to end up happening. And then you linked that they ended up having that issue.
Down worse than you.
Fuck game. Even when it's playing fair, it screws me.
I've faced down worse than you.
Yep.
I'm not ready.
Oh, come on, game. Don't fucking... again. Yep, I'm dead. Probably should be. Yeah, there we go. That time I don't know because I wasn't in the dirt and it still slowed me down. Don't know. I'm of the opinion the game is cheating now. It's slowing me down. It's slowing me down too much and doing too much damage for this to be accurate. Like, quicksand, you're being slowed. Yeah, but I'm out of it. Quicksand again. Okay. So how do I get out of the quicksand? Like, more than the fucking quicksand. How do I do down?
I need more time.
Okay, so we're out of the quicksand again. You're diving. Yeah, I can. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. It's peculiar, this. I genuinely don't know what you're meant to do here.
I'll face down worse than you.
I'm guessing the right move is to just ignore the scorpion. No, it's not. Especially when it's doing shit like that. The slam! You bastard! Come on, game. Let's just ignore the scorpion and go after the fucking worm, I suppose. Scorpion is definitely playing by different... Scorpion's definitely playing by different rules to the rest of the fucking game. So, Scorpion is definitely playing by different rules. Definitely, because there's no... Like, everyone else has at least been fucking fair. The Scorpion is the biggest piece of shit I've seen in this game so far. It has to be breaking the rules. Surely the quicksand should only work when you're in the fucking quicksand.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Quicksand again. Ah, come on, get out of the fucking quicksand. Get out of the fucking quicksand!
I'm not ready. Destruction. I need more time.
Oh, Kicker, thank you so much. You picked the wrong stream to subscribe in, my friend, because you're getting a cantankerously fucking angry crack today. A stupidly angry crack at this game cheating its fucking ass off. But how are you doing today, my friend? You're a gent and a scholar for the subscription, by the way. Absolute gent and scholar. Based on my performance today and how cranky I'm being at this fucking boss, I do not deserve it. But genuinely, thank you so much, you gent and scholar. Please dodge, please dodge, please dodge, please dodge, please dodge. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. We have a chance of killing one of, not both of these pricks, please. One of the two, piss off. Oh, god damn it. Oh, I'm fucked. So fucked. Oh, the worm should be dead, the worm should be dead, the worm should be dead, please. Let the worm be dead. Let the worm be dead. Okay, that gets us. What? Dirt. Ah, that's not funny. That's not funny. How are you finding rematch anyways? It's still like keeping your attention, because like with EAFC 26 out now, would that be getting your attention again, or has rematch clasped you into its grip? Is it going to be a new phenomenon that you're going to continue to go with? Based on how it's going, do you think it is... So I've heard comparisons of people saying that it's basically football Rocket League, but yeah, there's a couple of things on the 26 version of EAFC that look interesting to me, and then a couple of things that aren't, like the fact that they're still using the same cutscene for transfers, especially the exclusive transfers since 2020, is interesting. Those chocolate cakes must have so much dust in the inside of them, it's not even funny. The acid is getting stale. But like, I like the fact that the match day graphics have changed a bit, like showcasing Craven Cottage as you're doing a game in Fulham's home town or home stadium, and the whole lot of moving things around seems to be interesting. But yeah. There's only still a lot of bugs. I'm guessing you're on about rematch where there's a lot of bugs, or are you on about EAFC? Because EAFC, they're never getting rid of those bugs. There's bugs in EAFC that have been there since FIFA 20 that are still there. That's just never happening. It's the reason why if I was to, I'd be tempted to buy the game in order to do Ultimate Team, simply because I'm a streamer now and I'd be willing to do it with someone. But because of the fact that there are bugs in that game since 2020, I refuse to give them the 69, never mind, 99 quid. But yeah, it would literally just because you'd be doing it with people, joining a streaming club or something like that, and I'm not particularly good at the game to begin with. But that would be the reason why I'd be tempted to do it. At the same point in time, like, I'm happy doing fucking Football Manager every now and again, and maybe I'd end up buying Rematch at some point in time. Yeah, maybe when the book is down to $30. Yeah, that's about my point of view as well. Do a career mode, put it on bloody YouTube or something like that. And talking about Rematch, yeah, I'm happy out. So you're enjoying Rematch anyways, even if you are on a 7-game losing streak.
Crush them!
On as much of a losing streak in that game as I am against this boss. So now that he's diving down, that makes him invincible for that period of time. No fucking way, crack. into the fucking quicksand! Oh, God, now, game. Now you're just pulling the piss. Yeah, that's horseshit because the hammer's literally there and I don't shout. So he's not moving from here. So while we have bugged in a position, let's try and kill this fucking scorpion. I'll answer your question in a second. I might have a chance of killing this fucking scorpion, and if I do, this boss might be such a pain in the arse. Okay, do that, do this, do that. Please, for the love of God, please. Scorpion die, scorpion die, scorpion die, scorpion die, scorpion die. No, he's fucking starting to die. He just is about to die. I don't have any health either, so I'm fucked if we don't kill him.
I need more time.
You fucking die! 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 You bastard! Okay. Now we have a chance of finishing this fucking boss. Okay. Let's see if we can get the second half of this fucker dead. He's the one who seems to be creating the sinkhole, so we might have a chance. Season ends in 5 days, so grinding the pass out. It's a paid season pass, but you can get the currency for the pass in the pass itself, so you can get the next one again if you play enough. Is there a free version of the pass, Kicker? Or can you only do the premium version? And if what you're saying there is true, and you can get the next one for free, can that be an infinite loop then? Where you pay for the season pass once, and if you continually pay enough consistently then, that you can end up continuing to get the paid one time and time again. So you can pay for the paid pass once, and if you are consistent enough, keep the paid pass continuously. Because if that is the case, I actually really like that, and it's one of the first games where I've heard that happen. Well, that's nice. That's nice. It's nice that they implemented an actual semi-sounding sound system. Okay, so now we have to be careful. Okay.
I'm not ready. Crush them!
I have every intention of scamming the fuck out of this boss now. And I'm taking her conny as hell. Okay? Taking her conny as hell.
I'm not ready.
Are you waiting for me to die, Junkies? If you no, get the fuck out of here, 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 get the fuck out of here.
I can't yet.
Yeah, so he's still producing larvae, which technically means I should have an infinite supply of health. Technically.
I need more time.
The game follows its own fucking rules, which we have determined in this boss fight it sometimes doesn't. Please, for the love of all that is holy, fuck me. Yeah, I am out of health potions, so now we're just jamming this fucker as much as possible. The fucking way and jamming it as much as it's possible. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, out of the way, 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 out of the way. Fuck! love that boss and everything about it. For the most part, Kicker, no. But I also have never seen this particular item. I've never seen the Waystone. This is my first Waystone. And, I don't know what Waystones do. So potentially, yes.
Or if you're getting something I haven't seen, so potentially yes. Wait, give us a second now, remember, somehow breaking my Twitch. Bear with me now, if somehow managing to break my Twitch. Yes. Okay. Ben, thank you so much for the haptic stare screen. I felt that way. Lucky, trust me. I think this brings you into a special area where you face off against a typical amount of monsters and have the potential to get really good loot. I haven't found one of these yet, so that's interesting to me. That's probably one of the parts of the ARPG that is at some point in time, but I am so goddamn happy to have killed that bastard, because that boss felt like it just screwed every rule the game normally follows by. And it's those pits. Those pits are what does it. I don't mind if I ran into the pits, but it just seemed like they were spawning out of the goddamn blue, and I was getting hit by them without being in them. Yeah, but Duck likes to set a random voice every now and again, and there's not really much to do about it. We'll give him the satisfaction for a bit until we turn it back off. Oh no, get out. I'm still slightly in attendance. See you die again, John. You rat! Bastard! Bastard! Bastard!
That death is too bloody nice for that prick. Honest to God, that death is too nice for that prick.
I'd know the stench of undead anywhere.
He says that, and there isn't a feckin' single undead in here. In fact, there isn't anything in here. Anyways, back to my questioning point of view, now that I actually can focus and talk properly with the chat and not be an unsocial prick about to lose his head and pull out his hair. Kicker, how was all going for you anyway? I won't talk about that. Is your day going well? Are you looking forward to the weekend? Have you anything exciting planned? Do you think Chelsea, after their loss in the Champions League, have the possibility of losing to United, or will they split us open like nobody's business over the weekend? What does everyone think about Liverpool for the 4th time this season going behind in a game only to come back and win the game? It's a nice showcase of character to be able to do that and is brilliant to end up seeing. I will say, when it comes down to the Liverpool type of things, I'm not a massive fan of the excuse Sloth's using for why certain players aren't showing up yet. Like, you are 4 weeks into the season, 1 international break, true. I don't care if the players decided to strike themselves. They should be fit. If you strike, you do your individual training and you make sure that you're fit for when you are needed to be played in the club that you're going to. Florian Wirtz didn't strike. He has no excuse for not being fit. Alexander Isak did, but still has no excuse for not being fit. I don't like those excuses, but fine. I'll let the, a Premier League winning manager spout his bullshit for all that he wants. It can keep happening. That's the sad thing about it. They have enough strength in order to do it. I hope we can pull up against... Personally, I don't think Le Mans is going to get a start versus Chelsea. I'm of the opinion now, and I can understand that Amarin doesn't have the rope. He doesn't have the rope to play this card, but yet at the same point in time, I think he's going to. I think he's worried that if he plays Le Mans, he might sacrifice the defense's capability to trust Le Mans. And I think he wants Le Mans' first game to be a not sacrificial game, but a game where there's comfort, if you get me. Because the most important thing for a goalkeeper is confidence, and we'll see how that ends up going. There's this weird mentality going around at the moment that he doesn't like Manu. I'm of the opinion that he's 100% truthful in his opinion of Manu, and Manu is literally fighting for Bruno's place. Problem is, Bruno just can't get fucking dropped. And that's the major problem there, because I think he's made a mistake in his signings. I will say this, since we signed him, I don't think we should have signed Mbeumo, and if we did, considering we did sign Mbeumo, I think he should be on the right wing. I think Bruno has to play as a 10. His heat map isn't good enough for even a 10, never mind a bloody 8. Yeah, we should have signed a midfielder. But his midfielder was Bruno. He thought Bruno could play that position. So he thought Bruno and Ugarte would be good enough. And in theory, Bruno's stats back up the fact that he can play that position. Bruno's biggest problem, and the fact that he doesn't recognize this as his own kettle of fish, is Bruno moves too much. It's Bruno's problem for every position he goes into. You shouldn't have a heat map that takes the entirety of the fucking pitch when you're an 8. You shouldn't have a heat map that takes the entirety of the fucking pitch when you're a 10. You shouldn't have that heat map any time. The only time you should have that is as a wing back. So Bruno has too much movement in his position for what he's doing. Will it work? Potentially. I personally don't think it will end up working, and I think that's what's going to end up happening to it. I think the best thing that might end up happening is you might get Manu and Bruno playing in that position. But then Manu's going to become the sacrificial lamb when Bruno runs away too much. I agree with you that I don't think we should have signed Šeško, mainly because I think Rasmus was good enough. I'm probably one of the few that still have faith in Rasmus, but he showcased at the minute he ended up going into a game for Napoli. He has the ability there, he just wasn't being passed to. I am of the opinion United are significantly better than how we're playing. An awful lot of that has to do with Amram himself. I don't want to sack Amram, but if he keeps turning around and giving press conferences the way that he is, I don't think you have a choice. And and I said it, if out of these opening games, he walks away in the first 6 games with 7 points, I think he gets the sack. He has to win Chelsea in order to walk away with 7 points. If he doesn't win to Chelsea, I think he needs to get the sack. That's his own fault because he didn't win against Fulham. Or was Fulham? Which one of the 2 games did he not win? Was it Fulham or here, let me check it. United fixtures. Fulham. Yeah, he should have won against Fulham. It was a hard win against Barnsley, and I know the Grimsby Town situation is its own kettle of fish, but it has to be factored into the situation there. My absolute biggest problem with him is his press conferences at this particular point in time. He doesn't instill confidence in me with the way that he's acting. And the fact now that he started using the Ten Hag word, the dreaded word, the fact that he started using the word process, is a problem in of itself. But the media is turning around saying he's using a system that doesn't suit the players. Yes, but the problem with that is United signed him knowing that he's playing a system that doesn't suit the fucking players. And everyone who knew him from Sporting has turned around and says he's pretty much going to need to get rid of the entirety of the squad in order for it to work. Are United okay with that? Who knows? We are the most financially profitable club in the entirety of the Premier League without Champions League football, and that's what I keep saying. We make more money than any other club in the goddamn league. We have mountains of leverage. Our biggest problem is the debt, and the debt doesn't matter. The debt literally doesn't matter because we're paying off the debt. This is what an awful lot of people don't recognize. United have 300 million quid's worth of fresh debt every single year. Every single year we have 300 million sterling of fresh debt. The problem with that is it's interest, and we don't give a shit about interest because we're paying off the divisible. So we pay off the interest, but the actual base debt is there. As a result of which we're not actually anyways worse off than we were before, and we're in fact being more profitable because we're making profit. No one gives a shit about debt. So like the primary example of that is X. X will never be profitable, ever, because he bought it for 7 billion quid. So it's 7 billion quid in debt. No one gives a shit about the debt. And unfortunately that's the way that it ends up going because no one cares about debt. No, that debt will never be paid back. And it's a false equivalency of economy in order to state anything different about it. No, I'm not an economist, so I'm the wrong person to end up giving this opinion. I could be, what I'm saying here could be 100% wrong, but based on what I know about the economies of a big business like that, a Fortune 500, because it's on the FISE deck, a public company like that, debt doesn't matter. Because they can still pay their shareholders, and that's all that actually matters in the grand scheme of things. So it doesn't really matter. We could tank this season again and be perfectly fine. Now we can only do that 3 seasons. We can only tank for 3 seasons before it actually starts to become a problem, but we can tank this season again, not get Champions League football, and be fine about it. Now, what's the word I'm looking for? Ethics? That's not ethics. Aesthetically? That's not the word either, but you know what I mean. Aesthetically, we can't get away with that. The club will get slaughtered. But fan base wise, we're still one of the biggest clubs in Europe, if not the world. Financially wise, we're one of the biggest clubs in the world. So none of this matters. So we're making mountains out of a molehill. But we have the right to make mountains out of the molehill because we're performing shite, if you get me. Yeah, the fact that he's interviewing every week is a problem in of itself. But at the same point in time too, we have to keep in mind this is nothing new. Yeah, this is nothing new for a United manager, because Ten Hag was interviewed a crap ton as well. Now, Ruben does seem to be pulling the absolute grade A piss with the amount of interviews he's doing, admittedly. He is taking the absolute piss Especially when he initially started, he was doing 2 or 3 interviews every single week. But, you know, what can you do about it? I think we can come out with the result. I think we can come out with a result out of the Chelsea game. I think if we come out of a result in that Chelsea game, I think Enzo Maresca comes out significantly worse than we do, if I'm honest. But at the same point in time, we'll see what ends up happening. I suppose, so long as we perform well, that's all that matters. I will say, one of the funnier things about the media talking about us was today or yesterday or in and around that period of time, Micah Richards was on the overview or one of those shows where they were mentioning how United are doing and how it's unfeasible for us to continue to perform the way that we are, and which is 100% true fact. It is unfeasible. If we continue to perform the way that we are, there has to be pressure put onto the manager. But he mentioned an interesting little point, and he said, if you look at the stats,
it's the hard knock life for us. It's the hard knock life for us.
Stats that end up being showcased, but the stats don't matter, and that is a phenomenal fucking statement to end up staying. I'm guessing you're playing that because it sounds like I'm whinging, is it, Duck? Because fair enough, if that's the reason why you're playing a Hard Knock Life. I forgot I even had that as an option on the blurb, so thank you for reminding me of a phenomenal movie in Annie. The original Annie is an absolutely brilliant movie, by the way. I don't have a problem with the Jada Pinkett Smith juiced Annie. Like, I don't have a problem with the black Annie. I probably would have had her as a ginger, just to not completely go with the DC-ism of every black character replaces a ginger character. But, yeah, I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. Anyway, I have to read this. My lineup would be Belinda. Are you doing Belinda because of my statement that you need to give Le Mans not an easy game, but a game of freshness in order to go through? Fair enough. There'll be a multitude of people who disagree with my opinion on that one too. And to be honest, I kind of disagree with it because you sink or you swim, bitch. But goalkeeping is one of those situations, so I think he's going to go with Belinda. I also think it's probably going to be the reason why we lose the game, but Euro Delict and Mazraoui. So here's the problem with the Euro Delict Mazraoui situation. If you're doing that, where do you put Mazraoui? Because if you're putting Mazraoui on the right, is that the right thing to do when Mazraoui is left-footed? Because that's the reason Luke Shaw has been playing there, because Mazraoui is left-footed, as a result of which should replace Euro. So you're going with a very left... Yeah, you're going with a... That's the reason why we signed him. Yeah. That's the reason why we signed him. We signed him for the left wing. We signed him to replace Delo.
Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis,
That's the reason why you shouldn't really put him there. Ideally, you would put Adrian Heaven there. But at the same point in time, even though he played shit in the last game, but then you have the problem that Lenny Yoro is left-footed. So you're having the left-footed problem either way. Now, whether or not that's a problem in of itself is a different kettle of fish. You know? I probably agree with you that Mazraoui would do a better job than Luke Shaw did the last time. But Luke Shaw hasn't performed bad in... Is he right-footed? I thought Yoro was left. I think he's left. I think FM might be wrong on that. I think he's left. I'm not going to die on that hill. Not going to die on that hill, but I'm almost positive that's why he's playing on the left. I think that's the reason why it has been Eurodelict Shaw. I'm not going to die on that hill, but that's just my point. But that's the reason why Shaw is there. Dogu, unfortunately, has been a problem under his own weight, that he had a good preseason and hasn't been performing good enough, but hopefully he'll do well. Casemiro and Menu is fine. Personally, I would go Gata and Menu, but I do agree Menu should end up starting. Ahmad on the right-hand side, that's fine, but he's been playing better as a 10, and that's kind of the problem. I agree with what you're doing there, because Cunha is trying to come back for the Chelsea game, which means what's probably going to end up happening is the lineup will probably be Belinder, Ahmad, Yoro, Delict, Shaw, Dogu, Ugarte, Bruno, Cunha, Mbuemu, and Sesko. That's probably what it's going to be. But it's hard to know, to be honest. You know I can't read your mind. So induce nightmares ahead, my friend. And then just be ready for the result of that matter when I end up cursing and blinding you. But yeah, that's the difficult thing of the situation. And again, if I'm wrong on anything I stated there, my apologies. But that's just my viewpoint on it. Kick. What do you think? Like, if Cunha is back, you kind of have to play him. Personally, I'd have him as a yes, that. So that's because of Ben Jacobs. Ben Jacobs was turning around stating that he was asked by Beth on the United stand, have United any discussions in place for who would replace Amram if he was to be sacked? And he turned around and he said yes, the same people who were being discussed before Amram was taking the place. So Ben Jacobs stated Areola, Thomas Frank, Luis Enrique, and Kieran McKenna. But he was basically saying that they're the same list, and that he suspected Southgate would end up taking the place because he's personal friends with Radcliffe. You joke about that. Enrique would take the job other than the fact that he can't speak English. So the reason why Southgate is trending is because of Ben Jacobs' statement.
Face me!
Oh, I mean, it has nothing to do with that. Like, I don't know. Enrique has stated that he's the same as Zidane in the fact that he won't join a club if he's not able to speak the language of the club. Now, does he know English and hasn't told anyone? It's hard to know, because he forced the commentators, or the questioners, in last night's match to ask him questions in French. But I think Lewis should take the job. I still think, even if we sacrifice the season, there are two options you go for. You go for Hobe at Stuttgart, because he plays the same formation as Amram, and if you're sticking with that formation, stick with it. Try and get Conte out of Napoli. And we seem to have a good relationship with Napoli, so maybe we'll be able to do it. Or wait until the World Cup ends and get the Gelsman. But time will tell. The problem with potentially sacking Amram now is the manager market's a bit shit. I suppose Nuno Espirito Santos could be an option, but I wouldn't go for it. Anyway, we'll see how things end up going. There's no point there's no point throwing the baby out with the bathwater, and that's kind of the situation. Like, if we are improving this season, it has been a tough schedule of games. That is admitted. But it's just it's too much of a bad situation. It's too beyond the losses for us to matter. I don't have a like. I don't know. I can't comment too much on Ronald Koeman. Like, did he do that bad of a job at Barcelona? I can't comment on him. I don't know enough about Ronald Koeman to be able to give an opinion. He was sacked from Barcelona for Hansi Flick. I mean, that's probably the most annoying thing out of all of that is we could have gotten Hansi Flick. We could have gotten Thomas Frank. But is Thomas Frank the end-all be-all as well? He's making Spurs tick a bit. But is that just the regular Spursisms of Spurs fucking having that manager bounce? And is it just unfortunate that Amorim never got that manager bounce? It's hard to know. Like, the sad truth of the matter is, if you sack Amorim now, technically you're folding the player power because the players refuse to play proper football underneath them. But is that a case of the manager just not able to get anything out of the players? And you need to end up bringing in a manager that can maximize the most out of the players? It's hard to fucking know. It's solely his It's solely his press conferences. Well, it's not solely his press conferences. It's a 22% win rate. Like, you know, it's hard to fucking know. He is the coach for Netherlands. He's the one who replaced Van Gaal in 2022. I've been suffering since. I mean, yeah. I mean this with all the love in the world, but you're not a particularly great national side anyway, are you? I mean, sure, there have been some interesting squad picks and some stubbornisms that have only been shown more by Portugal than ye, I suppose. But you're not a great... and I say this as an Irishman whose side are infinitesimally worse than ye, but you're not a great fucking national side. We have a really decent team, no strikers. Yeah, what do you do in that case? Like, that's the sad thing about it. What do you do in that case? All you can do is kind of do what you're doing, crap kind of possession-based football where you kind of hope you counter-attack on the possession. Like, the sad truth about it is, would it matter who your manager was? I guess the big thing with Koeman is he's just kind of an ass. Yeah, I don't think Memphis Depay is as bad as people say. I understand the vitriol about him, and this might be the Unitedism coming out on me. It might be the Unitedism coming out on me, him being a former United player, and me genuinely thinking when we had Memphis Depay, he wasn't that bad. He just ended up going through the curse that we've had for 15 years of not passing to our motherfucking strikers! But, sorry. Allow me to calm my tits a bit. But, where was I on my rant? Yeah, like, what do you do? What does Ronald Koeman really do? What does anyone really do with your with your national squad? Is that embarrassing? Well, I suppose. I have no fucking clue who ours is. I would assume it's probably Robbie Keane, but I'm probably wrong on that. I genuinely haven't a clue who our all-time striker is in Ireland. Do you want to do me a favour, Duck, and search up who Ireland's all-time goal scorer is? Is it Robbie Keane? I figured. I just know that we had good players in the past because there was the whole loyalty and the fact that you didn't want to play for England. But then that loyalty kind of went out of the water when the FAI started being absolute assholes and not investing a goddamn fucking thing into our squad. And you kind of were sacrificing your career if you chose Ireland over England. Like, we should have, technically speaking, because both of them played in our youth academy, and this is the reason why we should play them. We should have had them. Jack Grealish and Declan Rice technically done international football for us. If it wasn't for Martin. It's he's on Talk Sports. Martin O'Neill, refusing to play him in the actual international games because he only played friendlies for us, Rice. Although technically he did play friendlies, so. And as did Grealish, so. You know, rules be rules, I suppose. Van de Berg, Van Dijk, De Ligt. I think that's the thing that boggles my mind a bit, is the De Ligt thing. Like, De Ligt's stats for United make him one of the best defenders in the world. Like, say what you want to about United's actual performances. De Ligt's performance as a defender has made him one of the best defenders in the Premiership for the amount of attacks that have been put through. His interceptions and everything have been up there with the top in the Premier League. And like, yeah, the fact that he's only played 1 minute in the entirety of this international break is fine. But if you don't like him, which is a perfectly valid opinion to have for Coleman to not like him, if you don't like the player, don't fucking bring the player. Like, I know you need reserves in place, and that's effectively what he's doing with De Ligt. But, like, he knows the situation that De Ligt is having, and that he could badly use the break if he's not being used. And you're just tampering with the player in general, upsetting his international duties fields, and upsetting his actual regular duty fields as well by doing what you're at. I'm of the absolute opinion that if you don't rate a player like that, A, let them fucking know, because De Ligt has been told that he's going to play for your team, which is what makes it even more annoying. So, like, if you don't rate him, don't rate him, but, like, don't tell him he's going to be playing either, and have him do the full regular international workouts of warming up and the whole lot. Like, let him warm up the 20 minutes before the game that ends up happening, and have him be slightly fucking on game sharp. But, like, he's joining in all of the first team training, based on what I know anyway, and I could be wrong on this, but he's joining in all of the first team trainings that the international squad ends up doing, even though he's not on the international team at all. He's not training with the B team, he's training with the A team as if he's playing as an A team player and then not playing, and that ends up increasing the injury risk chance, and that to me is horseshit. Now, correct me if I'm wrong on that. That might be me taking a look at international football and not understanding the eccentricities of international football and being completely wrong on the training profile for players that could potentially cause an increase in injury crisis. But that's my viewpoint on it. This would probably be one where I'd like to have someone like Minnie or one of them up even in the chat here who works in the industry slightly in that type of health and fitness point of view to be able to tell me. Are you one of the ones that are in the football industry yourself, Kick? I forget all of the people who stated their jobs in my fucking voice. In my chat, so apologies if you are one of the ones and I'm just after accidentally calling you mouse. As being a wisher to know whether or not I'm wrong. God, this poison damage is kicking my ass. No, still studying. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Oh, fuck up! I'm healing myself. I was clicking 2, not 1. Nice. And how are you finding going back to college, by the way? Might as well go into that. Yeah, you said Nigeria won the World Cup. Who did they face in the final, if you don't mind me asking, Senior Duck, in your FM11 save? And yeah, how fuck me. How is your, Christ crack. How is your, studying going for you anyway, Kick? Are you enjoying being back? Are you like me and drinking every day of your college life and still having an okay grade? That's going to be happening a bit because of something's up with my throat and I'm trying. What the fuck?
Let's see what's up with me.
I'm not ready.
Oh, shiza. Okay, I'm going to die to this really, really quickly. Oh, okay. Did everyone see what happened there? Did everyone see what happened there? And the game just teleported my ass. Finally found a study that fits. Doing a lot of projects. Okay. So tell us a bit about your study. Or don't. It's up to you. So I'm cooked if I drink too much. Are they group projects? Can you lean on the group to do some work? I'm kidding, by the way. I understand completely. You should treat college seriously. Only your first year of college should be used in all of those elements of experimentation. Then when you know what you're actually doing and you're happy with what you're at, you should end up being that way. And how is the groups that you've been working with? Are they actually fine? There's nothing wrong with it. You still need to be able to unwind. Otherwise, you can't end up giving proper showcases for what you want to do. Just don't be like me and be a mad bastard drinking Dark Destroyers. Which, as we mentioned to the captain earlier on, if you weren't here to figure it out, Dark Destroyer is a whiskey mixed with rum. Fuck. So, remember what I said when I said I'm normally grand against bosses? It's the mooks that rip my arse asunder. This is the situation with the mooks are ripping my ass asunder.
I need more time.
I will look at whatever the clip was in a minute, Senior Doug. I'm currently in the process of getting my ass handed to me. Last year had a project for a museum. We had to make a recap video for a historical figure from the city. Interesting. It's currently still in the museum until the end. Oh, so it's on display. And like, was that everyone that got their fuck off, really? Got their video in the museum? Or was this a showcase of the best got showcased in the museum? Nice. Yes? No? We got multiple options. We picked the museum. But they also had a backup company. So, did every individual group get their own individual museum? Is that how that worked, Kick? Like you all picked one museum, and if the museum was happy with your project, it displayed it, or like was it a situation of multiple people showed off multiple video projects, and the museum needed to pick one project at the end of it to be displayed within the museum? And you ended up showcasing a good enough project that yours got chosen to be showcased. Is that how it was? Or am I misinterpreting how I get to fucking don't die? am I misinterpreting how this is meant to be working? Sorry, I went through a weird phase of my arsehole clenching for a second. We're 5 video development projects, 1 for a museum, 1 for music teachers, and the 3 others I don't remember. Okay. Okay. This was... Okay. The fight isn't here.
I need more time.
Oh, did the fight... Did the fight get fucked because... I think the fight might have got fucked. Oh, that's genuinely disappointing. We don't get to fight the boss here again. Or maybe it's just because this thing spawned and the boss will spawn after the next death. I wanted to kill him first. Fuck off, game. Yeah. Oh no. Really disappointing. Oh, whatever. But from what I've seen, only 1 had their project published.
I need more time.
Dog in a handbasket. But I'm going to sleep. The jazz cigarette has kicked in. No bother, my friend. Thank you so much for coming in. It was a pleasure to have you. Please come in anytime you want for a conversation and the crack. It was a pleasure to have you. Make sure your crack is 90. As always, make sure to poke Mahone and Schlong the Fold. I said that in the wrong order, but I'm all over the fucking place at the moment. I can't even remember my own goddamn catchphrase. I hope it's a nice sleep, my friend. Who needs luck when you're the... No comment. No comment. Absolutely no comment. You know, it feels absolutely awesome to one-tap this area, to never die in this area. You know, it's an amazing achievement to go through the entirety of this area without dying a single goddamn time. You know, I'm actually really happy with the progress that I've made and the showcase of excellence that I have brought upon this particular section of the game. You know, just to show you how to do it without dying a single goddamn time, you know. It takes a man such as I to do brilliance such as this.
Destruction!
Oh, pretty well.
Face me!
Yes, I have my lighting slippers on at the moment too.
I need more time.
Yeah. Never died a single time. Single time. I wonder if that potentially respawned the boss. I don't think so. No. It's like some of the other ones where it only appears on the first time that you spawn the area, which is horse malarkey, but we'll deal with it as we deal with it. Crap. Christ, how are they... Oh, that's why they're... Wondering how they're still alive. Anyway. Time to go into another boss. Let's hope this one isn't as bullshitty as the last one. So there's no way this isn't the entrance to a boss. Oh Christ. Maybe this isn't the entrance to a boss. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
The Serpent Clan's already been through here.
I didn't say anything.
Feel my wrath!
That's genuinely hilarious that happened, by the way. That had all the markings that it was going to be a boss. Two wares straight as soon as we come in the entrance. That's atrocious.
I need more time.
Shit. How much damage do you do? Ooh, okay. That's different. Sure, don't die anyway, because we pick them up. What's that? Ooh. That's different. Okay, we can put them into the trial area. So that will be interesting. Prefer to go with the Serpent Clan. Prefer to go with my own doing. I assume that's going to be used here. Interesting. Now we need to get a lesser orb increased to a greater orb. Wonder if by getting them can you do that. Spirit orb, by the way. I don't. Yeah, I need to get. I don't either. It's recommended because I have a guide here to showcase how this ends up working. It's recommended to have time of need included, but it also doesn't have the intelligence up that high on the character. So I don't really get why it's there. It's taking off at the 85 plus and replaced with Berserk, which while active strengthens your rage but causes you to lose life while not losing rage. I have a feeling that could be a disaster, but at the same point in time it also sounds like it could be incredibly powerful. Now we don't have enough spirit to use this yet. So I actually think the best thing to do is to just increase Herald of Ash.
Tempered by flame!
For now. It probably isn't, if I'm honest. I'm probably wrong on that, but we'll see. I was really tempted to go to the trial, but I'm sure this is meant to be used in here. The Water Guard and the Grand Valera are hooded one.
I can't hit!
Veil. Hooded one. I don't know. It didn't give me an option at the hooded one to actually do anything there, so we'll just kill for now. Yeah. Well, go on, Senior Duck. What's after happening that we can't make up? Okay, so this is interesting. Yoon's pedestal. Okay, so we have to use it here. Before I get to my point is a quick story. I love stories, so go on ahead. Tell us your story. Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
My relative traveling at the moment with partner and just left South Korea and arrived in Tokyo. He was sick of Korea by the end of it, as he kept eating complimentary kimchi. To be polite, and first place they arrived is Koreatown in Japan, Tokyo. But why did they do that? Why did they go to Koreatown first? Here, while I'm waiting on you to type, I'm going to test a couple of things. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. That sounded a little loud, I think. Which must be in the same place. Interesting. I think the sound effects aren't coming through right.
Okay, you've lost me in my attempts to actually read your story. A, it took too long, and B, you didn't end up writing it right. So they basically went to Japan and went to Koreatown in Japan. Okay. So what's the punchline in this story, Senior Duck? If there is one. It relates to my save on the same day he told me. Okay. So he went to Japan and then went to Koreatown in Japan. How does that relate to your save in FM21 or FM11? And in the Tokyo Metro League on FM23, I'm fighting top of the league with FC Korea. So what you're basically telling me is you're trying to troll your brother. By playing Korea. Well, not your brother, your relative. By playing Korea, knowing that they don't like Korea, currently because they've been in it too long and haven't get fat off complimentary kimchi. And as a result of which you are being incredibly dry and succeeding in FM23 with the FC Korea just to spite them. Is this correct, Duck? Or have I misinterpreted the point of this conversation? Damn it, the strength in my hand is gone. Genuinely starting to get worried about that. She's starting to get really worried about that. Anyway, I just sent him a message on WhatsApp at 7 a.m. saying soon I might hit Korea too. Interesting. That's actually very funny.
I trust it.
Okay, it's down there.
Thank you. Or please. My crime, please, I do.
Wish for an amulet, wish for a ring, wish for a jewel. So the thing is, my amulets aren't exactly great, but I don't have any jewels installed. My rings are brilliant, so I don't need to do that. He plays FM2, to be frank. He might see the funny side of it. Oh, he definitely might. You're as well do it anyway. Have the interactions with them. So, it's either going to be an amulet or a jewel. The jewels seem to be harder to find. So I'll wish for a jewel.
A jewel.
Ooh. Oh my god. Okay, we have to take that. After that, and immediately put that on me. Oh my god. Oh no, okay, so we have one there. Oh, okay. I forgot we had put a jewel in. Shiza. And I'm not going to unlock another jewel slot for a while, am I? Or am I at all? I am, but it's going to be a good long time before I do. So there's that jewel slot up there. So we can unlock that soon-ish, but it won't be for a bit. But that's handy, and a good owl jewel to end up picking up. So I'm not actually too bothered by that. So that's really good. But if the other side ends up giving me something else, we'll end up going for the amulet the next time anyways. Okay, cool. Cooler. So let's continue on. I was gonna say, where was the snake? So, are you at this moment in time, Senior Duck, playing FM23 and FM11? Are you playing both at the same point in time right now? Or is it just that you have the FM11 save on hiatus for a bit while you're waiting on it to load? And does the FM11 save have loading issues? Yeah. So how long will the loading take you on FM11, if you don't mind me asking? And are you concerned at all that your FM11 might be close to filling up the maximum size capacity of the save? Are you still able to compress it down more? Or is that... which one, by the way, I ask? Because I'm sure you're on about 11, but it could be the other one as well.
I'm done with these, Jin.
11, yeah. I figured.
Me.
And, how many seasons are you in to FM11?
Are you serious? I will give you. What do you care? Fine, I fled. We should...
Okay, well, we're wishing for the amulet.
Nay.
Oh, it goes around the neck. Oh, shit. Okay, I actually didn't need an amulet. Well, I didn't need a ring either, so... Oh, we just take you. Oh, we just take you. Oh, we just take you. I'm sorry, but... Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Like, this is a good one. This is a good one. That's a great one. Holy fuck. And I think... Yeah, that gives us an... If we wanted if we wanted the time of need. If we wanted that, we can get it. And that periodically gives you a heal that removes curses and elemental ailments to you. I wonder if that would have gotten rid of the quicksand. Might have been useful. But we'll worry about that later. That's very interesting. That's awesome in a way, to be honest. We'll continue on for now. I autosave every day on it. I'm in 2022. Interesting.
Destruction.
And what's the longest save you've gotten out of an FM11 campaign, if you don't mind me asking? So this very much could be the longest save that you're doing right now. Unlikely, but could be. You're just worse than what we have. Was an old hard drive that wiped, so we'll never know. That's unfortunate. It also doesn't matter, but it's just unfortunate. Oh god, it's one of those days where I am just not in good nick. Everything about me today is just completely wrong. Sorry. Fucking mess today. I'm still happy I went live, but god, I'm just sniffing and huffing and bloody cahooting and the whole shebang. I hope this. Oh no, we bet it. We bet it. Benny, we actually ended up beating it. We used all of our powers of manipulation and cheating in order to do it. We managed to beat the Scorpion first, and then we continued on, and we have continued onwards and forward within the game's ends, and we have managed to do somewhat okay, since that matter of fact. Destroying everything that moves, and not dying a single time in this area. Not at all. We are completely deathless since we had ended up beating that. Oh, he actually clipped it. Oh, that's a beautiful clip. That's a beautiful clip. I am so happy you got that clip. Genuinely, I'm so happy. No, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the fucking way. Get out of the way. I am so happy you got that clip. I'm gonna be putting that as my fucking screensaver for a while. That's genuine gold, Benny. Watch that clip. You see, this is why I love you, Duck. And if I ever actually do become successful, and don't be holding your breath on this one, if I ever do become successful in a point where I'm actually making proper money, I'll actually hire you as a mod. Don't be holding your breath on that one, though. Yeah, but you've been doing that over the fine assets of Action Tineman. Just watching the bounce from way to fro. King, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? That is a gorgeous Hornet emote. How did you get that Hornet badge? I need to know. That is awesome. I'm playing Silksong myself off stream at the moment and enjoying every moment of it. I suppose you have that from a drops or something like that, or playing the game yourself. What's a crack-a-lackin' King? Is it all going good? Is it all going well? Is it all going spicy? Are you streaming yourself tonight? We'll give you the old bit of love there and send you on a bit of love. That badge was earned by subscribing to a streamer in the Hollow Knight Silksong category during the game's launch week. Ah, crap. If I'd known about that, I would have done it. Genuinely, just because of how gorgeous it is, I would have done it. I'm guessing that's not active anymore, is it? Ooh. Gorgeous clip there, King. Not even looking at the screen, I'm just looking at your beautiful bald head. I'll have to gawk so and see if it's any of the ongoing campaigns. I currently have, I have it on my mobile. I played it probably twice because as a mobile game, it's a horrible game. As a mobile game, it's a horrible game. As a game, it's actually somewhat interesting. Dragon Ball Genshin Squadra. The reason why it's a horrible mobile game is because a match is guaranteed to take 20 minutes. It's a mobile version of League of Legends. In the Dragon Ball mythos. It's not actually a bad game. It's a fairly good game, to be fair to it. But as a mobile game, any game that takes 20 minutes for the game and you can't disconnect at all throughout the 20 minutes is a bad mobile game. But yeah. But it's a pleasure to have you in, King. How have your streams been going recently? Have you been doing anything exciting within them? I try to every now and again pop in to your streams. It's just unfortunate that they are, like Benekog is, at the wrong time for me to get to watch them properly. Kids is demanding phone for SpongeBob. I'll pop back in. And can you blame them? For SpongeBob is king. SpongeBob is life. Oh yeah, tons of plans. Have a big announcement tonight. Not too bad. I will attempt. I can't promise, but I will attempt to get into the stream to hear the announcement. I hope it is. I hope it is good. I hope it is everything that you want to end up happening. If I don't make it in, I'm sure I'll hear about it on your Discord at some point in time. But whatever you've planned to do, my friend, I hope it ends up going fantastic for you, because you genuinely deserve it. You're a good old streamer with a good bit of crack. I do find. Out of the fucking way! Anyway, we've the map filled out, so we don't need to come back. Screw that area. Okay, if this isn't a boss, my name is Monkey. This has to be a boss. Here we go. The Cobra Lord. See, this is how normal bosses end up going, when they don't cheat the ever-living shit out of the game mechanics. Now, to be fair, he has a sandstorm going as well, so that's not exactly good, but still. Oh my god. He literally is Sandman. He's taking sands out of the air. See what I mean? See what I mean? Just destroys bosses when it works right. Okay. You're not useful. You're not useful. You're not useful. You're not useful. Great Warhammer and the staff. We won't be using the staff, but the Warhammer could be useful. I say that, but it won't be. Like, this hammer is busted 10 shades to shite. I use minions, because technically, that counts as a... Wrong one. Technically, that counts as a minion. So, it levels up the skills that ends up coming with it. But yeah. Okay, I'd say the moment of truth, but I had to player a game after I do. Try and rephrase that again, Duck. I'm not 100% sure what you were going for. But let's see how this Warhammer goes. We have the strength to wield it. We have 149 strength. It has the requirement of 104. Its physical damage is 94 versus 127, whereas this one is 53 to 71. So physical damage-wise, it can do double the damage in terms of its initial slam. Now here's the thing. The extras of this one are so good that it'll be hard for this to outweigh it. It'll be very hard for this to outweigh it. We would almost want a level for melee skills to go up as well. If not minions. But we'll see. What will it give us? Physical damage increase. Ignore the 82% there. That's a buff that we'd end up giving it. We wouldn't be expecting it to have that anyway. The accuracy is interesting. It's worse.
Off is a direction you can fuck.
It's worse. I think by a good bit. Now, we never use the other weapon. So I'm actually probably better just replacing this, if I'm honest. But not for now. We don't use the shield. We don't really use the one-handed, so we'll go that way. Do you want to explain what happened, Senior Duck? I suppose it crashed, or it didn't work the way that you wanted it to, and something went bad? Or are you on about my game? Because both could be
happened to the Sarkari?
true.
Who are you? I should slay you where you stand.
I am Jado. Now stay your blade. I am not your enemy.
As Sekima of the Ardura,
even see
I
him.
demand you explain yourself.
Very well. We learned that someone was planning an attack on the gifting of water. I infiltrated the Selkari to protect the first barrier.
Who is this we?
The Order of Jinn.
the Jinn.
So,
I always
that
found
your
it weird that
suspicions
Jinn was
are
spelled
true.
D-J-I-N-N.
Started to replenish your
Never mind the
ranks.
fact that it has
Protect you.
two N's. The DJ just is a way of coming down together. I wonder
Their leader
why
calls himself
it was done that
Prince
way.
Asmadi.
More false titles. How did you let a pack of stray dogs best you?
They have
Glass ceilings there, bitch.
Of course. They swore vengeance for the death of their queen at Keth.
even then.
Lost 4-0 to one dude's 4 shots on target, no top finish. It's horrible when that happens.
Abilities, powers beyond his own.
I've been trying my
Zarak. They've taken the first barrier, and they left in the direction
tactic.
of Kima.
Then we must give chase.
in a group save with
Come,
Enter and
let us
Kurt
return
and
to
the likes. And it leaks goals a wee bit too much.
Chandra was a
So I'm
worthy
probably going to
woman
need to work
and was
on
given
getting a new
warrior's
tactic
death.
myself
This
at
Asmadi is a craven dog,
some point in time
assaulting our
and
traditions
see
directly.
whether or not I can get that
He will
working.
not receive recognition. when
But
he dies.
that has its own kettle of fish as well. Also, by the way, speaking of him, since he ends up doing an awful lot of stuff for Enter, and he is actually live at the moment, if you have any interest in seeing EAFC content, he's trying his best to showcase off the games as he got it there today himself. So I'll share the love a wee bit more, and I'll give Kurt a shout out there as well if you want to go and give him a showcase. He is part of Enter's community and has been on those whenever we do the streamer saves and you hear people talking, he's one of the people that's talking there. So if you want to give him a follow and give him a look, you can do. It's up
I
to
have
yourself.
not yet
But he does
manifested
deserve a
out
wee
in
bit
this
of
dangerous
love, to
glory.
be honest, because he went through the effort
What happened to the
of
Sarkari?
I
Who is
infiltrated.
this
he went through the
Sarkari?
effort of creating
Sword,
saves
false title.
and
Of
all.
course.
Even then,
So
he and I have taken
Then we must.
if you want to, give him a look. Give him a look. Okay, so cool. That's done there. We can now go back. I'm only going to go back into the pools of Cattell for a second in order to see whether or not it has reset. If it has reset, we'll go and we'll try and find... Yes, okay, so it's reset, so we'll go and we'll try and find the little boss that we've seen before. Need them to lose 2-0 on final day, and we'll finish tops on goals scored. Is there much in between you? Like, that's only the case if you're equal on points, right? If ye just are better than them, then it won't matter. I know that's saying a lot, but like, is there like, they have a game in hand? Well, that's fair enough, but like, how many games are there left? And is it feasible for you to increase the threshold so that goals differences won't matter? Because I'm guessing, based on the fact that you're saying that, means that this league goes off of that old... oh, my season is finished. Oh, okay. Oh, the way you were describing it, I figured it went off of the Spanish league's viewpoint that if you're on the same points as each other, it's based on the win percentage of the team. Like, if they've won a game against you, they win the league. That's what I was interpreting that as. So no, that makes more sense. What the fuck is slowing me down? I don't care, but genuinely, what's slowing me down? Oh, fuck off, game. So, are you guaranteed second? I don't know if that Total Biscuit laughing face is a good thing or a bad thing. As we were 13 team league, I played my final game. By the way, games have crashed again, but yeah. I played my final game. Go on. I'm the only team to have that. So you're the only team to have finished all of their games. I really should put an image behind the game so that if it crashes, it looked better. Anyway, we're going to go straight into this, and I'm probably going to die because that's typically what happens when the game crashes. I can't catch my throat at all. Fuck.
Out of mana. I can't yet. Out of mana.
I have a sinking feeling I'm going to be fucked by this.
I'm not ready. Fires. Out of mana.
Really, game?
I can't yet.
Oh, okay. That's interesting, considering I didn't click to do that. Because I'm almost positive I did. Maybe I did. Almost positive I didn't click on the thing to do that. Anyway, we have the essence here. Upgrades a magic item to a rare item, adding a guaranteed modifier. Adds cold damage. Ooh, so we can add cold damage to this. I wonder if that works on you. At this point. It probably doesn't. You probably have too many modifiers on you. Magic item to a rare item, adding a guaranteed modifier. There's no way this works. Yeah. Yeah, figured. Maybe we could add it to you, but there's no point. Yeah. I figured that'd be the case.
I've nowhere to keep that.
I genuinely don't give enough of a shite about this. I just want to find the boss. Fine. Well, there's the...
I need more time.
The boss should be here. If he's here all... You're guaranteed second. Well, that's a nice guarantee to have.
I release it. Now fight. I'm not ready.
Jesus Christ. Ripping my health out of my arse. I do so much damage. Holy crap! Oh. I looked at your comment and it ended up distracting me. My apologies. Place, I'm guaranteed second place, but only top goes to playoffs. What are the playoffs for, if you don't mind me asking? Wait a minute, what? Oh. So that makes me think that's where the fight should have been. Oh. Oh. So does he only spawn sometimes? I'm confused. The boss didn't spawn. Weird. Prefecture is equivalent to state or country. Interesting. Didn't know that.
Whatever it takes. How can I be of aid?
Okay, so we need to do the gates at some point, but next is Carrion Crossing. Oh, we accidentally went to the... Oh no, yeah, we accidentally went to the stronger area first. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Anyways, that's going to be me for tonight. I'm going to leave it there. I will be back on again at some point. I unfortunately can't tell you when. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow night, but I can't give a definitive promise on that. Depends on a number of things whether or not I will be back on tomorrow, and I can't promise it at the moment, much to my chagrin, but hopefully that will be the case. Going to get this, since it gives us the slot the next time we level up. But until then, anyway, it has been a bit of crack, my friends. Oh, you ended up getting first. Happy out. It is a pleasure to hear it, Senior Duck. Absolute pleasure to hear that you got what you wanted, that you ended up getting it down there. I want to hear more about the save in the future when we end up... Fucking hell. More about how the save ends up going the next time I end up going live. But until then, I'm going to send you over to Die Hard, because why not? He's just after setting up the stream, and I've rated him before. He's part of the Pizza Party crew, and I get a little bit of points for sending you over there. And he's always been a good bit of crack whenever I've ended up going over there. So I'll let you go, and I'll chat to you all later. So just remember, it has been a pleasure having you. Make sure your crack is 90. Schlongeful. As always, I have been Stupid Sexy Crack, and Pog Mahone. Adios, amigos.